Hello, everybody, and welcome to Yuri Collects. It's been a while, but today we are back with some video about my recent VHS purchase. So the story with this one is that a bit over a week ago, I saw this ad on Facebook where this elderly lady was selling videotapes, and I contacted her, and she sent me some more pictures about this, and we agreed to meet a week later, which was yesterday. And I agreed to come over to her place to check what she actually has in those pictures, and she had a big shelf filled with VHS tapes, and yesterday I drove there to her place, and went through the collection, and the videos were belong to her husband, who has recently passed away, and she was like, selling them and trying to make some space to her apartment. And apparently this gentleman had been working in a warehouse for Fatser Video, which was a video distributor back in the 1980s, 1990s. And they distributed, like, for example, Warner home video tapes here in Finland. And this gentleman was working apparently at the warehouse in the 80s at least. And through that, like, workplace, he got access to free videos and free videotape covers and all that. So apparently they were like, the Fatser Video was giving them away to the employees occasionally. And this resulted that, okay, he had a small collection of these, and I yesterday had the pleasure to go through that and make some purchases, and in the end I ended up purchasing 140 videotapes and cases from this elderly lady. And today I'm about to go through the collection. It's a lot of stuff. So I decided to divide it into like 10 sets, and I'll go through them each one by one. I'm not gonna go, through every single one videotape individually. It would take a super long time. So I'll just go through these 10 sets, and I'll start from the least interesting ones, and in the end I'll have the more rare ones and all that. So make sure to not skip the video till the end. So, but yeah, that's sort of the introduction to this thing. So let's get started. I have my table set up here, and let's start with the set number one. Okay, let's start with set number one. So this is a collection of some random videos. As you can see, there's like mask animation stuff here. I've always loved the Mask series as a kid, and I have some toys of that. So we have some of these. We have She-Ra here. Vampire Nights, very legendary tape for me from my childhood, because this was in very many video rental stores. So these are like, as you can see, Toxic Avenger. We have Curly Videos Pilleri, The Mines of Kilimanjaro, which has this like super nice glossy cover paper here, and of course Tuntematon Sotilas, the Finnish army movie, war movie, and it's like a double case. So as with these and everything that is coming up later in the video, I have not watched any of these. These ones in particular seem to have the correct tapes inside them, so they should be hopefully okay, but I have no idea if there's any you know, stuff that has been recorded over. The reason I'm mentioning this because of the next set. Okay, we are in set number 2 now. So here we have a lot of Warner Home Video soft cases. So you can see the embossed Warner Home Video logo here. So these are the old video cases that Warner Home Video used back in the 80s. And as you can see that there's no cover papers in any of these. And they seem to be tapes that the previous owner has perhaps recorded from TV or some other place. So you have these like Finnish, old Finnish movies, Pölhölä, Siunattu hulluus, Noin 7 veljestä, and some information about the lengths and all that. And I have no idea what those tapes contain. So most likely they will contain these videos, but I have to be, you know, check those later on. Here we have a bunch of like random videos, not worth like, you know, going through. And the reason I mentioned in the previous one, so as you can see here we have a tape, a case called Valkoisen neilikan velho, directed by Ilmari Unho, so some old Finnish video. But if I open this up, we see that it's in Warner Home Video case. The tape inside actually belongs to Rocky 3. So as you can see, this piece right here has been removed when it was like original tape. So somebody has taped this over and apparently recorded over the original Rocky 3 movie, which of course sucks from my perspective. So most likely the tape will contain the Valkoisen neilikan velho, but of course I need to check that to be sure. So I'll return to this kind of thing because there's another set coming later on which is similar to this, but it has one important difference. So these are all like, you know, tapes that have no, except for the Rocky 3, but these tapes themselves are usually just, you know, blank. There's some Buddy Holly text there, but I mean, they don't have any stickers or anything like that. But yeah, that's like set number 2. So we'll return to this a bit later on, this kind of thing. Okay, set number 3. So now we're moving to like this more interesting stuff. So we have Warner Home Video rental tapes, mostly. These are these smaller cases. But we have Police Academy, 1, 3, 5, and this is the last one, was the 7th, 8th. Mission in Moscow, anyway. And then we have some other movies like 50-50, Delinquents, Fiddler on the Roof, Akira Kurosawa's Dreams, and The Witches of Eastwick. So here at the bottom we have the original tapes. So if I go here, we have 50-50. This is Kauppias Kassetti, which is the like the retailer copy, preview copy or something. So it was given to the place that actually rents out the videos to the owner of the place. So it's not meant to be for rental use. Then we have this is the only the Fiddler on the Roof. This is in the big soft case, but this is a Betamax. This is the only Betamax in the set. So we have Fiddler on the Roof, Warner Home Video Beta. Right. And then these have also their own correct tapes. Of course, I have again no idea if they have been taped over or anything like that. Then we move to the Police Academy. So if I take, for example, Police Academy 1, and we have the correct case here, cover paper, but it says Backfire. And if I open this up, you can see that there's a Fuji tape here. You see that there's
Policy Up is the one, so Police Academy 1, and then Backfire. And as you can obviously see, the stickers are like these generic Fuji stickers that you get when you buy these empty tapes that you record something onto yourself. So no idea if this is the actual rental tape, or I mean, has it been the original rental tape? There has been just no stickers or anything, or is this like a third-party self-made copy? I have absolutely no idea, but we have lots of these coming up in the following sets. So we have the original cover paper, but then, for example, here again we have Fuji tape, but the stickers are not like original ones. So I'm a bit sort of like, I'm not saying worried, but it's not like, you know, matching up. So only way to see what's on the tape is to actually watch it and all that. But yeah, that's like the set number 3. So now we're like seeing like actual cover papers from Warner Home Video, and we got one in softcase, one beta video as well. All right, next set we have once again cases that have written text on them. So of course these are not the original ones, so we have apparently recorded videotapes, like possibly TV movies or something, recorded onto the tapes. But what makes this a bit different from the previous set is that this is again soft case for Warner Home Video. This tape is now the actual rental tape. So this is for Köysikirjas, to the Clint Eastwood movie called Tightrope. And again, as you can see, this is most likely taped over. But we at least have the original tapes, or at least the tape with the original stickers in here. And on top of that, if we look at the paper, you can probably see that there's something here. So the previous owner has taken the cover paper, flipped it over, and written the text, the name of the recorded film, to the backside of the cover paper. So you can see here is the Tightrope's original cover paper here at the, you know, flipped back, you know, in reverse. So what I will be doing now, this is the case with most of these, not all, but most of these. So I will now flip the cover paper so you can see the what the actual videos that are matching with this rental tape. So we get the original tape with the original cover paper. So I'll do that now. Okay, so this is the situation now that I've flipped all the cover papers around, and the situation is actually looking really good. So we have a lot of rental tape cover papers for The $1 Billion Brain, Bring Me the Head of Alfredo Garcia, Clint Eastwood tapes. We have the Tightrope here that I mentioned before, and Firefox, The Gauntlet. So all these again have the original tape now, which is unfortunately most likely taped over by some other film, but at least we have the original cover paper with the original cassette. So we have Lost Boys, for example, and Moontrap, something like this. So here are some of them that have the original tape. So for example, the Tositarkoituksella and Emmanuel one has the Goonies tape inside, but it doesn't have the cover paper. But for most of these, well, not most, but I mean for some of these, I do have on my video shelf. For example, I have the Lost Boys tape. So what I could do is basically just overwrite what is on this Lost Boys tape with the copy and make a copy from my tape to this tape, which would mean that I would then have another complete copy of Lost Boys. And the same can be done for the tightrope and the gauntlet, for example. I have them already in my collection. But of course, there's many movies here that I don't have any previous tapes at all. So I now have just essentially the cases, the original tapes, the original cover papers, but the movie most likely is not there anymore. But the situation is looking a whole lot different now when the cover paper is flipped from this self-written one. So good looking stuff. But anyway, we'll move forward now to the next set. Okay, next set we have V. So V, the TV series, we have the original 1, 2, 3, 4. And these have the original tapes inside. None have been, at least there's no tape over the copy protection place or the part. So we have the original series or that one, and then we have the follow-up series, so which has 10 tapes in total. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 here, and then 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that's the original series and the follow-up series, and I think actually one of these had basically this is the whole essentially all that was released in Finland in VHS videotape format anyways, and these are rental videos all. So again, I have these four of the first 4 ones I already have, but I don't have these 10 follow-up series ones. So some doubles, but still considering everything here, pretty nice set. All right, moving on. Okay, then we are having, this is actually the biggest set of the sets that I'm showing today. So here we have SLT videos, yellow cover versions. And there's a movie, all sorts of movies here. So let's start quickly from here. These are a bit newer ones. We have some classic collection with Singing in the Rain, some Best of the West collection, some Western movies, and then some, no idea what about these, but generic ones, or I don't know, can't really say about Chuck Berry, some sort of music video stuff. And then we start moving up down here. So again, some action movies, Richard Dreyfuss, The Big Fix, comedy action, John Landis, Amazon Women on the Moon. We have Flashdance, John Travolta in Staying Alive, some action flicks here. And then at the bottom row is probably the most interesting ones for me. So we have The Man from U.N.C.L.E., 2 different films here. We have Student Buddies, which is apparently some sort of a parody for horror movies. Really interested to see. I've never seen this one before. 1949 from Steven Spielberg, starring John Belushi. This is in soft case. One of the favorites, Videodrome. Super nice to have that. This is a Night Gallery with apparently some sort of this Hitchcock-esque thriller horror films. Three short stories. Apparently, it's saying here that it has the first movie by Steven Spielberg in here as well. And then we have Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. This is actually double. I already have one, which has some issues on the tape, so I'm hoping this tape actually has a better one, or a better quality. And The Great Outdoors with Dan Aykroyd and John Candy, so comedy stuff. So lots of nice films. Everything is has the original tapes in, and none of them have also any tape over the copy protection stuff. So I'm like, you know, fingers crossed, nothing is taped over the original tape. So, you know, especially like these like Videodromes and 1941. So I'm really hopeful that the original movie is there and in good condition. So I mean, everything is like visually in great condition. But yeah, that's like SLT, you know, the yellow label stuff. And we'll continue with SLT in the next set. So let's jump right into that. Okay, more SLT, but this time we are having the white label series. And to my knowledge, these are probably the older ones than the yellow ones that I showed you earlier. So we have some, again, like in overall original tapes inside, and nothing should be taped over, at least just by looking at the tape. So we have like Fame, we have Bud Spencer, Terence Hill, this Operation Crossbow. For some reason there was like 2 of these. The always classic Saturday Night Fever. And then at the bottom we have Clint Eastwood. Then we have the Telephone with Charles Bronson. Apparently this might be a bit sought after and, you know, among the like the videotape collectors. Steve Martin in the Pennies from Heaven. Yeah, Pennies from Heaven. And then Richard Burton in what's this Raid on Rommel. But yeah, white label, SLT, and for example here, Telephone, Puhelin, it's the Finnish version. We have SLT video, yellow case here, and everything is looking pretty good, and good set. And okay, so now we're getting to the really good stuff and interesting stuff. So these are all Finnish comedy films. So probably doesn't ring a bell to anyone who is watching this video from outside Finland. So here we have like Spede Pasanen, Vesa-Matti Loiri, Simo Salminen, very famous Finnish comedians from 80s, 90s and 2000s. And they are directed mostly by Ere Kokkonen, and none of these names and persons are unfortunately with us anymore. So they have moved onwards to another theater and film arenas up in the clouds. So these are rental cases. Everything is in like soft case, first of all. And if we go by the covers, so we have vuokrakasetti, so rental tapes for Koeputkiaikuinen, Uuno Turhapuro, Happy Endkö, X-Paroni, Pohjantähte. Then we have rental tapes for Pikkupojat, Liian iso keikka. And then moving on, Rautakauppias Uuno Turhapuro, Presidentin vävy, Kaksoisagentti, Uuno Turhapuron aviokriisi, Lottovoittaja UKK Turhapuro, and then we have Lentävät luutpäät, Cliffaa Hei, and Uuno Epsaniassa, which apparently is, as you can see, it's a copy cover. So these 3 are apparently, I have like very little knowledge of any of these. So apparently these 3 are released by Gerit. These 2 are released by Europavision, so you can see over here, Europavision. And then the rest are released by, or distributed, marketed by Fazer Video. So again, the place where the previous owner was working in Fazer Video storage. So it does make sense that they had access to these. But if we take a look at these, so we have Happy Endkö, for example. There's a lot of these tapes over here, which say the name of and duration of another film. But if I open up this case, the film itself is just blank. So there's like no stickers on these, most of these like videos. So there's like, they are all like, the videotape itself is blank. And if, for example, what was the one of the, okay, so here for example, lentävät luutpäät, we have Mitäs me sankarit and Vääpelin kauhu. So, and if I open this up, the tape itself is again completely blank. And if I check the copy protection stuff, it's intact. So this is not, removed. So the question is like, what is actually on the tape? So does the tape have these two films that is printed or written on here, or does it have the lentävät luupäät film? And even further, like, okay, we have the original cover paper, we have probably the original case, or at least we have Warner Home Video case. I'm not sure because this is released by or distributed by Gerit. But again, like, there's like no indication here about what this is. Is this like a storage copy perhaps originally, or what? What is like the? Is this like original tape that belonged to lentävät luupäät, and then somebody just took it and just recorded over two films? No idea about this, but overall, I've never seen like this set. For example, these 5, which are identical except for the coloring and of course the other different films. But I've never personally seen these cases or cover papers before. And here we can see that the marketing is by Scanvideo film Finscandia, which apparently I think it was related to the Fatser video. Again, making more sense to like that why these have like the original Warner Home Video cases, and why these were probably maybe in the same storage where the previous owner worked or something. But I mean, super curious about what's the content on any of these tapes, and if they don't have the correct movies in them, then at least I have like the original cover papers, and that's like a nostalgia factor for sure, considering that everybody who is most of these the famous comedians are not among us with anymore. All right, but let's continue with the next set. So we have 2 more sets coming up, and they are gonna be super interesting even to people who are outside of Finland. Okay, second to last set, all the Bond films. Well, up until The Living Daylights. Yeah, so starting from Dr. No all the way, everything is in soft cases, everything is in the newer Warner Brothers logo, and these are all like rental tapes that were available here in Finland. Everything is using has the cartoon covers, so none of these are like photos. Well, okay, you can argue that the Goldfinger one is, but all are these like paintings of the Bond posters and all that. So this is a really nice set. I've been actually wanting to have all the Bond films with the cartoon versions. What would be ideal is to have the old versions. So I will, let's see. So here, for example, I just picked up the older version. So this is like the old Warner Home logo. You can see that it is a rental cassette, vuokrakassetti here, and you can see it like the differences between the newer and the older. So this has been in display use. So there's this is marketed by Fatser Video, and here we have Scan Video. So there's differences between the old and the new one, for sure. But still. Anyways, what's a bit interesting about these ones is that if we take a look at like Thunderbolt, for example, we have the Warner Home Video soft case, which is good, but the tape itself is again having written text here. But what is a bit odd is that the tape is Sony tape. You can see here E180 Sony, but the stickers are from Fuji. So these are like this sort of like generic from generic empty Fuji tapes. You would get these stickers where you could write the name of the like the movie that you have recorded on them, and it looks like these stickers are from that kind of tape. So there's many of these in this set. There are many tapes like this where the actual tape is Sony. It has the copy protection thing is still intact, but the tape the stickers are Fuji. So again, what is on this actual tape is a bit of a mystery, and it's also like, is it possible that this, if we remove the stickers, so it would be just a blank Sony tape. Is it possible that this is some sort of like a storage copy that has never been like released to rental use or to sales, to be sold in some stores? So it's like some sort of like a storage copy which actually has the original Thunderbolt film in it. I have absolutely no idea, and if that's the case, then why is the copy protection thing, why is it still like intact? Shouldn't that be like, clipped off so that nobody, records over the film? So many questions. I don't have the answers right now, but no other way than to just watch the film, watch what is on the tape, and do that for all the rest of them. But still, all the Warner Home Video James Bond releases in the same series with the drawn covers and everything in soft cases. So that's a absolute thumbs up from me, and a super nice addition to the collection. And now we have just one more set to go, so let's jump to the final one. And here we have the final set, Vestron Video. And needless to say, these are very sought after in the Finnish video collector scene, and they are many of them are also surprisingly hard to find. And here we have a set of 11 Vestron Video rental tapes. Everything in original covers. All the videos have the original tapes. They look like completely new, so no has this been over taped or anything like that, so everything looks good. And we have these maybe a lesser interesting ones, some drama from Vaarallinen matka, Operaatio Julie, Ratsuväky Kamelin selässä, Gunpowder, Justified Murder, I think. And then the bottom row we have Night Force, David Carradine in The Warrior and the Sorcerers, Trancers. I actually have this one, so this is a double, so this will probably move forward at some point. Put that up on auction or something. Terror Vision, the best one of the bunch for me, absolutely. Terror in the Wax Museum, and Taikuri Merlin and Merlin and the Sword, anyways. But I have this case already, but it's empty. So now there's tape inside, so I have now like a double case. And again, why these probably were in the bunch or the previous owner's collection is these were marketed by Fatser Musiikki again. So Fatser Musiikki was the marketing partner for the Vestron videos in Finland, and if the person was working in Fatser Video or Fatser Musiikki storage, then they would most likely make sense that they would have seen these and have access to these Vestron video tapes at some point of their like work career. But still, everything here is like super nice addition to the already awesome haul and purchase that I made yesterday. But there's still, I almost forgot, there's still one more special item that I actually forgot to mention previously, and that's probably maybe even more rare than these ones, and it is SLT Video Hair in soft case. All right, but this is a hotel movie. So this is a special brand SLT Hotel movie, special series that was apparently available only for hotels in Finland, at least. And apparently these were either, I'm not sure if the idea was that the customer who was staying at the hotel could rent these, or were these actual movies played in the like the hotels, the TV channels that they had there playing, and were these the actual films that were playing there like 24 hours a day, back to back. So this there's like no, it's like a blank soft case, but SLT Video Hair Hot rental tape by Maxell, and this is probably also like one of the even more rare than these Vestron ones, but like super nice find in in general as well. But overall, awesome to have more Vestron to the collection, especially like Terror Vision, Terror in the Max Museum, and the Warrior and the Sorceress and the Night Force. But super nice, and excited to have these. Okay, so to wrap things up, this is everything, all the 140 videos, videotapes, cases, cover papers, everything that I bought yesterday. And as you can see, the amount of films and all the stuff here is pretty sort of like overwhelming and crazy. There were like, if I counted correctly, 49 soft cases, for example. All the most of them were the Warner Home Video soft cases, and you have like complete set of you have all the Finnish comedic films here. You have all these SLT yellow labels, as you can see here, and then moving on, we have all the Bonds. There's some Toxic Avengers and all this, and then finally arriving to the white SLT, and we have this switch, the cover papers that we switched around, all those, and then finally the SLT Hotel movie here, and then the Western stuff. So 140 films, and the craziest thing, of course, is the fact that I paid just €1 per each. So that's 140 euros for 140 titles here. So that is a crazy good deal, considering there's many valuable ones in this set in total. So okay, that's it for this time, for this video. Thank you so much for watching. It's a bit long one, but you don't really make these kind of finds and deals and hauls anymore nowadays. It's just crazy to think that
140 old rental videos just pop up somewhere. And yeah, a bit overwhelmed. I need to start like going through them, watching the tapes, and that will take me probably months to do. But anyways, thank you for so much for watching. Leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you like the content. And as always, I'll see you in the next video. Peace. Love you. Later. Bye.